Welcome. In front of me is an AMAZFIT Cheetah 2 Pro, and today I'll be going over unboxing along just a quick look at the watch itself. Okay, so we do got the nice pull tabs at the back. There we go. So here's the watch. Oh, that's a bulky one with a relatively small display, all things considered. Trying to boot it up. Whatever. I'm gonna probably... Oh, okay, now it's turning on. Once I already gave up. Cool. Now we do have a nice little puck for charging. I do actually really like seeing those. They are Type-C, which means that this takes very little space and you can just grab it with you if you ever need to charge your watch on the go. And plug in using any Type-C cable, which nowadays you can find them literally everywhere. So you'll be able to just carry just this, charge it at any point. And then below here we get our strap. Oh, there we go. So here's the strap. It does have a weird design to it, as you can clearly see. So for breathability, it's going to be really nice as it is perforated. And additionally, it is just a normal 20mm strap, so you can swap it out for any other strap of your preference, which I do always love to see. At least I think this is 20mm. Let's quickly check. So we are looking at, yep, 20mm. Now the watch dimension, let's quickly check. We are looking at a watch that is 40, what is the hell is this, 47, 48, right? Yeah, about 47 millimeters in width. Lug-to-lug, we are looking at about 52 millimeters. And thickness, we're looking at 15 millimeters. Now that is a thick watch, actually. So yeah, 15 millimeters. And there we go. As you can see, build-wise, plasticky. Well, that's obviously front, and I think usually this is ceramic in some way. So yeah. And additionally, let's quickly check. AMAZFIT Cheetah, whatever, zip. Does it say... Okay, so this looks to be titanium in this case. And I think these portions here as well are titanium, as it is mentioning that it is titanium. But I cannot find... there we go, we have sapphire glass, which is pretty damn nice. Cannot find any kind of IP resistance. Oh, there we go, found it. So 5 atmospheres. So it's up to 50 meters in depth. So this is actually a pretty nice, robust device. Other than having a little bit of plastic happening right here, we do have titanium frame for the most part, and sapphire glass, which is freaking fantastic. So this is a durable watch. And if you don't know really what this is in a way, like what these components are, titanium, just metal, but very durable and light, while sapphire is the crystal glass right here that is insanely hard. So typically, at least from my experience, watches with sapphire are very hard to scratch. Even when you're trying to, scratch it, it's going to be pristine. So that's pretty nice. Additionally, just as a little kind of story, I used to have a sapphire watch with like the sapphire glass, and that was the Samsung Galaxy Watch, I think 5 or 6, whichever one it was. And I brushed that thing over concrete walls and other things, and you know what? I'm pretty sure that concrete wall got damaged, but not the display. That thing doesn't need to be protected whatsoever. You might need to protect the concrete wall from the watch. So it's pretty goddamn good when it comes down to it. Super durable. You don't need to really put any kind of tempered glass on it or anything like that. It's just absolutely fantastic. So if you're ever buying a watch, look for one that actually has sapphire, as this just makes your life so much easier and you don't need to worry about it ever basically scratching. And if it does scratch, I'm not sure what the hell were you doing. I sure as shit wasn't ever careful about it, just bumping it on different things as you normally do when wearing a watch, and that thing is still as pristine as it was when it was new. So anyway, that's about it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.